Hello, everybody. Again, Sylvia here. I got some return about my last video, and three things were said to me. First and foremost, that I was raised with a silver spoon in my mouth. Second, that the fact that I'm married to a Muzungu, meaning a white guy, that I would not understand the situation, and so that my situation is better. And third thing that was said was that maybe I should bring about the friend that I talked about in the previous video to prove to people that what I'm saying is real. Well, I will start with the first point. First and foremost, I was not raised with a silver spoon in my mouth, and that my mother would be able to come out and prove to all of you. So I left Kenya when I was 19 and a half to school abroad, yes, in France, and it's true. And I came from home with 1,000 euros that my mother raised to make sure that I'm able to go to school and everything. And from there, I can tell you my story that I worked hard every single time. I found jobs to be able to work and go to school at the same time. I even got a babysitting job, and that I enjoyed at that point because the lady helped me learn French at the same time, and I was taking the kids from school take to her house, and she was an amazing lady, and she really helped me out a lot. After that, I left the job, went on a holiday, came back, and I did not have a job again. And one person who has taught me one thing, the best way of how she has helped me, my auntie in Elizabeth. One thing I have always admired about her is every time I will like maybe even ask her for help, she will teach me how to go about it. And I admire that so much because she doesn't give me the money. She tells me what to do. She'll even help me find the solution by doing an action. Like so, for example, for that year, I had to go do grape harvesting. It was the hardest job ever. I cried for 3 consecutive days because it was hard. You know, you're bending and you're waking up so early at 6, and for others it was fun because it's a summer thing, but for me it was a survival thing. And so since I was so determined to stay in Europe because that's what I wanted, to be able to discover the world and travel the world, and so I really wanted to do whatever it takes to be able to stay and learn and be able to travel, because that was my passion and that was my dream. And so I worked at it so hard. Another thing, after I found school, and it was really survival for the fittest because but I found the most amazing friends who one day I'm sure they will be able to come out and they can even be able to show it and really tell you. They saw me work at it. If they found a job, they would like tell me about it. And so I taught English to be able to survive. I even learned how to do people's hair so that I can be able to survive. So I made sure that I kept my integrity, and I was able to find all sorts of jobs to be able to make sure that I can survive in Europe and be able to still go to school. So when I finished up with my school, what I loved about it was a private school, and so I was able to get internships, and the internships in return, and it wasn't easy to get the internships. I mean, as my friends who are French, they would have to just send 10 CVs, but being a foreigner, I would have to send over 50 CVs. I did not hesitate to even walk into the companies and try and find the job myself. And so just to let you know that when you're determined, when you are focused about getting something, you're able to get it. And nobody should tell you that it's impossible, because that word shouldn't exist in your dictionary at all or in your vocabulary at all, because everything and anything is possible if you just put efforts into it. So I was not raised with a silver spoon. I worked hard at it. And after that, I got the job, and I was able to go from profession to another profession. So second point about being married to a Muzungu. Well, first and foremost, I would say a man is a man, whether yellow, black, or white, or whatever. A man is a man. You fall in love with a person. And in my case, I got married with my best friend. I consider him more of my best friend more than my husband because we worked together, and from there, friendship builds into something else. So I do not think that because I'm married to him, anything is easier for me. We work, we are young together, we survive, we have two amazing children, but we manage with the little that we get together. We combine and we work towards it together without having to say that we are being spoon fed by anybody. So that's point two, taken care of. And the third point, because it is a painful moment for the friend, she doesn't feel comfortable enough to come out. She was comfortable enough to allow me to use her version of the story. So I respect her enough not to have to bring her out and talk to her, that she has to talk to you about it or anything. And so I hope that I have been able to calm down the spirits, and because I believe that all ladies, we are able to work hard and achieve many things. Even Proverbs says, if you look at Proverbs chapter 30, the values of a good wife, the values of a good woman. During winter, she's the one stocking the food. She's the one making sure her family is all clothed in fine linen and everything. And so that just simply means that we are all meant to work hard. And this is how even a man will end up respecting you. So it's just like, they say, behind every powerful man, there's a strong woman. And nobody like Michelle Obama has proved that to us by how well, they combined forces with Barack Obama, the former president of the United States, and they work strongly together. And so, ladies, just know that anything is possible and you can do it. So you do not have to depend on anyone. You have everything within you. So I hope you're going to try and think about it, and you're welcome to enjoy the online business. You're welcome.